pretty creative, so I make like music in my house. I play guitar and piano and banjo and harmonica. Yeah, just self-taught, just what I can pick up. I bought a violin recently, but I haven't done anything with it. But
good luck with that.
yeah, that's the tough one. That one I might need. I
might
need to learn a little bit more music for that. So I've always recorded music just on my computer. Just I'll write a song or get an idea and start recording it, and it takes up an extreme amount of time, and it's an awesome outlet for me. Great place for me to put my creative energy because I have a lot. So now I'm going to get an elective credit for it, a music elective credit, which is awesome because I've never been able to fit into the orchestra or the band just because I can't necessarily do that. And although I like to sing, I wouldn't say my voice is great choir quality. You know, it's different what I do.
You feel more comfortable doing this approach than being in the choir.
Yeah, it's something I already did, and when Miss Hardy told me I would have the opportunity to get credit for it, I was just like, absolutely, I have to do it.
Okay. So let me ask this question. Maybe this is your question, Mrs. Hardy. Tell me your name again.
Gus.
Gus and Lucas. So when Gus and Lucas invest a lot of time here, do they? What constitutes their school day? Is it during the block period that they're here, and then they are at other courses, I presume, but maybe not, or are they essentially housed here for their whole school day?
They could probably answer that better than me.
It's different for me and Lucas. I know he's probably here more than I am. I have 2 off hours because I have 2 courses that I'm kind of taking through this. I have an opportunity to have those off hours, so I've got the 2 off hours, and I come in sometimes to work on this, but mostly the music I do at my house because that's where I've got all my instruments and my computer, and which the school is lending me to record on, which is awesome. So definitely something that I wouldn't be able to do as successfully without the program, but at the same time, I don't use like this building or this place or the time at school to work on the music really.
When are your peak creative times musically?
Weekends. I record a song like almost like every Sunday. It's crazy. Not because I have to, but just that's just when I have the free time. I don't have cross country on Sunday or anything. So and
you should be out running the long run.
Yeah, I guess.
So you are what's your last name?
Monica.
Monica, congratulations on that.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah,
Tell them about your English and literature stuff.
Yeah, my other class is called Literature of Running, and so it's a class that I created through the Innovation Lab, and my teacher is Mr. Norton, Coach Norton, and he's an English teacher, so he knows a lot about that. And he gave me this huge stack of running books at the end of last year and said, you should read these. And I started reading them, and it was great, and I said, I should get credit for this. And so instead of taking one of the normal English 11 courses, I'm doing that. And so I've been reading the books. He's been giving me kind of essay prompts, and we've been just bouncing ideas off each other because I see him almost every day. So I've been writing papers, and he's been giving them back. I'm reading Old Man in the Sea right now, which isn't about running, but similar themes of endurance are in there. So
persistence and tenacity.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask the question with respect to that.
Yeah.
So I'm a former cross-country coach, and I have a master's in English literature, so I'm fairly well versed.
Okay.
And 24 marathons under my belt. So
Oh.
I know something about this. But here's the question. My presumption is that you intend to go to college.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you respond to that admissions officer that says, Gus, I'm not sure that you're well grounded in the traditional literature, British literature, Shakespearean literature, or even maybe multicultural literature. On your transcript here, it says the literature of running. How would you tell them, or how would you be able to explain that you have a skill set that makes you as capable a student?
Yeah, that's tough. You can only call it one thing, because although we are reading books of running, we're also reading Old Man in the Sea. We're going to read Seneca Dialogues and Letters or some old favorite of his. And then at the end of the year, I'm going to take the AP composition test, because I'm doing all this writing, and I feel like I'm going to be able to get a 4 or 5. And so I think I would say to an admissions officer, look at this amazing thing that I have that nobody else has done. I've learned how to learn. You know, I've done something that you have a list of 20 kids who all have AP Comp. I have AP Comp, and I did it my own way, and I know how to be creative, and I think they would hopefully prefer that.
Interesting.
Well, then here's a piece to that question. Corey Bediger and a couple girls in the lab are working on such a project where they're gathering a list of colleges and universities that currently accept alternative forms of admission, which Stanford and Yale and Harvard are all part of. It's just been like a hidden treasure because it started with homeschoolers requesting that. So they already have in process in all those schools, they have a system to accept e-portfolios and things. So a whole bunch of stuff is being unearthed by these kids that, you know, we hadn't asked those questions before, and now we're finding out a lot of good answers.
I would hope that I'm going to a college that's going to say, wow, that's awesome that you've done something that nobody else has, that you've got this creative and inventive.
Well, and what James Bach just told you, and one of his mantras is, if you are an incredible learner, teachers are going to be seeking you out. So the same thing with universities. They'll be saying, I've heard about you. Are you interested? Just like sports, they'll be coming and recruiting you guys.
Well, they're certainly interested. I mean, they really are looking for folks who are, what's the right word?
Pushing the line.
Well, pushing the line, but are really successful learners. You know. All right.